What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So as you guys know, we've been doing our little $60,000 challenge, and a couple of comments that I got on there is to do a flipping challenge from $10 all the way up to $1,000, all in the long form, showing you guys every step of the way, everything that I do. And as you guys know, flipping is not my main actual source of income, but it does help me make a little bit of extra money on the side. And I'm going to show you guys that it works, and so you guys can actually just copy exactly what I do for this and make your own $10 to $1,000. So actually today, before I recorded this, I just dropped off another package at USPS. I'm going to put it up on screen. How much we made from that package was about $10, I think is what we sold it for. After the fees, probably came down to $7 or $8. Not a crazy amount, but that gets us started with our challenge. And I'll show a couple of pictures of what it even was. I'll put those up over here. That was our first thing to kick us off with the challenge. I was kind of already selling it. I sold it a few days beforehand, but I got the idea today, and I'm going to get it going for you guys. Also today, I just took pictures, actually yesterday, I took pictures of two new things that I'm looking to sell. So if you guys know, you guys see in all my videos, the Triple X that I have. It's a brand new bike. Not really brand new anymore. We bought it quite a while ago, but when I bought it, the guy modded it where it has a new headlight and new tail light. So I still have the old headlight and I have the old tail light. So I just took pictures of those. They look like they sell, I think, the headlight for about $50 and the tail light for maybe $20 or $30. Maybe a little bit more, but somewhere around there. So I have those pictures. I'm gonna walk you guys through the listing process, and we're gonna go from there. All right, guys, this is a little bit of a different view than you guys are used to, just because I actually needed my phone to do the actual listing bit of this. But I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. Telluride Triple X headlight. Everything's intact. Everything's working. It looks like almost brand new, and it's just a little bit dirty at the bottom. We obviously took some of the pictures, so I'm going to throw those up on screen of the headlight, show you a couple things to do in the pictures, make sure that there's no actual things in the background, there's no fingers in the picture, the background's pretty clear, it looks like everything's clean. You want the pictures to really look good and clean. And this is our tail light. Here's the light, obviously. The wire's plugged in over here. Got the cable that plugs into the bike. This is all good here too. So I'm going to walk you through the process of exactly what I do. To be honest, I don't put too much effort into this. This is very simple stuff. I'm going to go to ChatGPT first thing, and I have a tab specifically for money questions, money-related anything basically. And I'm going to take two pictures of the item that I'm looking to sell. I'm going to add those two photos, and I'm going to say, give me a eBay optimized title, description, and price estimate. So this is going to give me a description that I can use for eBay. I'm going to just straight copy and paste it, and a title that I can use, and a price estimate, how much I should list it for. It already knows it has to be under 80 characters, but if it doesn't do that, make sure that you guys prompt it that way. So it says LED headlight assembly for electric dirt bike, e-bike. Add in search terms like Telluride. I'm just telling you to add in a couple of search terms because I don't think it knows what bike it's from specifically. Telluride X3, Telluride XXX, right? Sauron, and it's got e-bike in there. So definitely want to have Telluride Triple X headlight in there, somewhere in the title. Sometimes it's not fantastic. This is a little bit of a niche product, but yeah. So LED headlight for Telluride XXX/3X, Sauron, e-bike, dirt bike, plug and play. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to give that a copy. I'm going to head over to the eBay website. I'm going to hop into my selling portal, promote your older listings. I don't want to promote them, so give me 1 second. I'm going to throw those in there. The headlight, boom, got those added in. Then we're going to copy and paste our title from ChatGPT, 75 characters, perfect. Lights and reflectors, we're going to select our category. Does it match any of these? Continue without match. Brand, Telluride, model, not applicable. And it's a headlight, and the color's black, obviously. It's used, technically. And then from there, we're going to take our description. Condition, fully functional, testing, working, very clean, minimal cosmetic wear, removed from working electric bike. Compatibility may vary by year and model. Saying $39.99, which I see is probably pretty fair. Fully test functional, very clean. Basically, I'm going to do a little bit of adding some of my own stuff because I know about this thing. Sometimes when it's some of the stuff that I don't really know too much about, I'll just throw it in whatever it spits out, copy and paste it. Basically brand new, removed from working, Telluride X3. Boom. Plug and play, Telluride X3, even compatibility may vary. This is not important. What's included, LED headlight assembly only, exactly what's shown in the photos. Perfect. Shipping fast, secure packages, next business day. Boom. All right, now it's going to show us our pricing. I don't want to really follow this one. I'm going to go up to what ChatGPT is showing me, $39.99. Sometimes ChatGPT overshoots it, possible. That's totally cool. Select our shipping method, and we're going to list our item. Boom. And here, when it asks to promote it, I typically used to say yes. Now I'm just going to continue to say no because they really eat you with the fees that way. But our listing is now complete. Right here, you can see all the pictures in the background. There's nothing in the background except for this desk layout and that wall right there. You can totally find somewhere, whether it's on the floor or something, where it's clear and you're not going to have issues with stuff being in the frame. I'm gonna head over and I'm gonna do the same exact thing for the tail light. Those images in, and this time I'm just gonna prompt it. Pop over to my listing portal. We're gonna upload photos, and I'm gonna upload the photos of this tail light. Got that uploaded in there. Go over to title, paste, boom. Select lights and reflectors, continue. Doesn't match with any of these. Talaria X3 I'm gonna say is the model, even though it's probably not. And I'm gonna do Talaria as the brand. Color is red, and we're gonna continue. It's used, a little bit, lightly used. And here we go, here's the description. We're gonna have our, just make sure if ChatGPT adds things like this for search, I'll make sure that you remove that so that people don't see that you obviously copied from ChatGPT. Perfect condition. I'm just gonna remove, it likes to add that there's cosmetic wear. It's really not necessary. So damage not working tail light, boom. Price, let's take a look at how much it thinks we should list this for. $34.99. Boom, and we're gonna list that. We're gonna select our shipping method. We're going to list our item, and we are going to say no for the promotion. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing on Facebook Marketplace. Depending on the product, I don't always do it on Facebook Marketplace. In this case, I am going to do it on Facebook Marketplace because it's something that people could actually use on Facebook Marketplace, as opposed to some of the other things where not too many people on Marketplace are going to come over to just get a roll of tape. But this is something where it's pricey enough. It'd be perfect for Marketplace. So we're going to throw that over here. We're going to do price it exactly the same. 30. Let's do 44. Let's just do $45. Bicycle reflectors and blah, used like new. And we're going to get our description from over here. Exactly the same description. Going to make sure that that's for the tail light. Move the one for the headlight. Condition fully functional, tested and working, very clean. I'm just going to have it, no, actually that's fine. I'll change it myself. So condition fully functional, tested, very clean, minimal cosmetic wear. I'm just going to remove the minimal cosmetic wear part and change. So the only difference between Facebook Marketplace and eBay is that you actually have to add local pickup in whatever your area is. And then you're going to continue, local pickup only, and you're going to publish it. Same thing. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the tail light. Cool, got them both listed. You can see our listings over here. They're obviously under review. Facebook Marketplace does put them under review for a hot minute, but those are our 2 items listed. It took me maybe a collective total of about 10 minutes, and with the pictures and all that other stuff. And that is exactly how you do it, and this is the exact process that you can use to list all of your items. This video, there was a lot of just talking and just doing all of the listing stuff, actually. But hopefully it was informational for you guys, and you guys can understand how to actually do that for yourselves, and you can list your items exactly the same way. A lot of it's just with ChatGPT, and that's the name of the game. You really don't need to actually put that much effort into this. That's why you quickly get it done, you quickly list it, and you don't have to deal with it until it sells. You're going to pack it up and you're going to sell it. But hopefully you guys drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment, and let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. Today, we ended ourselves up at a total of $8 or $9, I think, something along those lines, or $10. I'm going to put it up on screen, whatever the actual total was for today. But regardless of that, I'll see you guys in part 2. Peace out.